Do you have magic hair?
No.
Magic hands?
No.
Do animals talk to you?
If you've ever dreamed of being a Disney princess, you might be reconsidering when you realize how much time they spend trapped in various places. Don't worry, you don't need a prince to rescue you, because our favorite princesses have taught us how to have fun even if we're feeling a little bit claustrophobic. Let's see how they spend time when going out is not an option.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Rapunzel may be a princess, but we know she's really the queen of quarantine. Going 18 years without a haircut is rough, and even if your hair isn't as long as Rapunzel's, it can be rough when you go too long between trims. Take this time to pamper your hair with a deep conditioning treatment if going to a hair salon isn't an option. Spending time on your hair can be a great way to spend your days and relax. And if you don't already have one, this could be the perfect time to adopt or foster an animal in need.
You've got to be kidding me.
If you can't invite your friends over to build a snowman or do anything else, don't fret, because this could be a great opportunity to improve your living space. It can be difficult to resist hitting the snooze button in the morning, but sticking to a schedule can make the days feel like they're going by faster.
Wake up, wake up, wake up! Anna.
Anna knows the importance of being an early riser, and while we don't recommend talking to the artwork, this could be a great chance to rearrange your decor. Take this opportunity to go Marie Kondo on your living space, since your environment can have a big impact on your mood. It can be tempting to scroll through TikTok all day, but going wireless can be a great chance to reconnect with the people you live with. When was the last time your family got together for a good old-fashioned game of charades?
Hans!
Unredeemable monster!
Greatest mistake of your life! We didn't even kiss you!
You don't have to get quite as personal as the Frozen crew, and if charades aren't your thing, there are plenty of great board games out there to choose from. But in the interest of maintaining harmony in your household, it might be a good idea to skip Monopoly. Ariel couldn't wait to leave the ocean behind in favor of dry land, but Moana was the complete opposite. Before she could take off on her incredible journey, she had to learn about her family's history, and that can be a great way to pass the time.
You've been told all our people's stories, but one.
You don't have to splurge for a 23andMe, just call some of your family members and ask them questions about their lives and see what stories they have to share about the past. You never know what interesting tales you may uncover, and this can also be a good chance to get closer with your family, although this could end up inspiring you to sail far, far away. If you're working from home, you might enjoy getting a break from your normal work clothes.
Curse this dress!
Should you find yourself with some extra free time, take a note from Merida and practice a hobby. Archery might not be an option for everyone, but there are plenty of other ways to pass the time. If your current talents don't translate well to staying at home, this could be a great chance to learn a new skill. There's a YouTube tutorial for pretty much everything nowadays, so if you're caught up on the latest content from the things, why not learn how to draw, learn another language, or just learn the art of properly applying highlighter? Prince Naveen didn't start broadening his horizons until he was turned into a frog. But you don't need to wait for that.
You know, I've never done anything like this before.
Really?
Have you ever wished you could cook a gumbo like Tiana? Whether you're a frozen dinner kind of princess or a great cook, there's always something new you can learn in the kitchen. If you love cooking already, work on perfecting your favorite recipe or try a completely new kind of cuisine than you're used to cooking. If you're more of a novice, don't worry. If you work hard like Tiana, you can learn to make an impressive meal. Before we met Rapunzel in Tangled, Jasmine was one of the most isolated Disney princesses out there. Although she did have a pet tiger to hang out with, she learned the hard way that going out shopping isn't always a good idea, especially when you're a little bit light on cash.
You'd better be able to pay for that.
Pay?
Many stores now let you shop online and pick up your goods curbside. So if you can't make it to the mall, this is a great option. Just remember to watch your budget unless you're as rich as a princess. We disagree with Gaston on a lot of things, from how many eggs is advisable to eat in a single day to this.
It's not right for a woman to read. Soon she starts getting ideas and thinking.
Many Disney movies involve beautiful castles, gorgeous gowns, and romance. But can we take a moment to appreciate Belle's library? Talk about life goals! You don't need a giant library to lose yourself in a good book, so get started on those novels you've been meaning to read. If you prefer a good audiobook, many libraries allow you to download them without even having to leave the house. We bet Belle wishes she had that option. Honestly, when you're stuck at home with nowhere to go, it can be tempting to start sleeping your time away. But don't forget that Princess Aurora didn't exactly take that long nap on purpose. Before her curse came into play, she enjoyed spending time outside in nature. Even if you don't go anywhere, spending some time in your backyard can be relaxing. You might find a whole new appreciation for your living space, and maybe some feathered friends while you're at it.
Well, I'm really not supposed to speak to strangers, but we've met before.
Poor Cinderella was so tired of being at home that even putting on a pair of glass slippers was preferable to scrubbing the floors yet again. Seriously, how were those comfortable? No wonder she lost one of them. But getting glammed up isn't necessarily a bad idea. In fact, it can feel good to get dressed up, even if you don't have anywhere to go. When you're in a rush to get out the door, trying out a new look can be a gamble, so take advantage of the opportunity to attempt that intimidating makeup tutorial. It would be easier if we all had a fairy godmother to wave a wand, but in light of that, try putting on something that makes you feel fabulous.
Beautiful dress. Did you ever see such a beautiful dress?
If you're handy in the kitchen, then you probably know that cooking and baking are two entirely different things. Baking requires a ton of precision, and sometimes a sprinkle of pixie dust can make or break a dish. We don't recommend having animals in your kitchen like Snow White does, but baking can be a fun way to pass the time, and as a bonus, your house will smell amazing.
Making pies. Yes, gooseberry pie.
Fans of The Little Mermaid know Ariel has a fine appreciation for art.
It looks just like him. It even has his eyes.
Filling your room ceiling to floor with stuff is frowned upon here on the surface, but if you've got a hankering to feast your eyes on some art like Ariel, we have a solution. Many museums are offering online tours you can access from the comfort of your own home. True, it's not quite the same as an in-person visit, but it's a lot easier and doesn't require making a deal with a sea witch. The Louvre offers free online tours of some of its most popular exhibits, or you can take a look at the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, just to name a couple of options. If you're not a big art fan and painting with the colors of the wind isn't an option, don't worry. You might not be able to sing as well as Pocahontas, but when you're at home, you can really sing like no one is listening. You can practice your pitch or just have fun singing along to your favorite songs. YouTube has tons of Disney sing-along tracks that show the lyrics along with the music. Although we have a feeling you know most of the classics by heart.
I once had a dream that I might wear a shirt.
We don't need an excuse to listen to our favorite Disney songs, but they do help drown out the urge to make drastic hairstyle changes. While that's always an option, just think carefully before you grab the scissors, and definitely don't use a sword like Mulan did. But if you cut your hair short, it can make it easier to keep it out of your face when you exercise, which is a wonderful way to spend time. If you can't get to a gym, there are tons of excellent at-home workouts available. You don't have to have fancy equipment or be as swift as a coursing river to get those endorphins flowing. Which of these Disney princesses do you relate to the most? Tell us your pick in the comment section below, and make sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on your notifications to stay connected with us here at The Things. Bye for now!